welcome to my channel. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood where I live, and I hope it is as well where you live. Today we are going to be making a 100-year-old cheese puff. Okay, we've all ate cheese puffs in our life, Cheetos, all that, you know. But 100 years ago, they actually used to make their own cheese puffs, and I'm going to recreate this recipe today. So please join me, and we're going to learn how they did it back then. So, and it happens to be a really simple recipe to make. So to begin with, we have a saucepan here, and we are going to grab 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay, we're going to put the butter here in our saucepan. So I have 2 tablespoons of butter right here. So we're going to put that in there, and we're going to add in a 1/4 cup of water to that. And I'm going to move it over here, and we're going to turn it on. And let that boil for a minute. This recipe was in the American newspaper in Philadelphia the winter of 1921. So that has been almost 100 years ago since this recipe was made, and it was actually in a newspaper, which I was lucky enough to find on the internet. So I actually have my water over here, and we're going to let it boil. And then once it boils, I will continue to let you know. I have a piece of cheese on my glasses, so I'm going to wipe that off. But yeah, you know, I thought it was pretty interesting that they made cheese puffs back then. Okay, my water is boiling, so we're going to just add a pinch of salt to that. I have me here some salt. We are adding in a pinch of salt. So I'm going to shut that flame off now. And the next step is we are going to be adding in, oh, it says a pinch of pepper too. So we better grab a pinch of pepper. I'm just going to give it a little shake here. There we go. This should be a pinch, right? And we're going to mix that up here. Get it good and added. Now here I have me 3/4 cups of flour. So we're going to add that in. Guess I can bring it over here. And we'll just get that added in real good. And from there we are adding in our 1 egg. Okay, actually I'm going to add the cheese first. And we have here a 1/4 cup of just some grated, I'm using sharp cheddar. So we'll mix that in there. And bring it over here so maybe you can see it a little better and what we got going on. And then our 1 egg. Get that in there. We're just going to get it mixed up real good. I have my oven preheating, and actually it's supposed to be 400 degrees. I had it at 350. It's 400. So we continue to mix that egg in there. Just like that. So when they had cheese snacks back in the day, they probably couldn't just go run up to your convenience store and grab a bag of Cheetos. So this was their alternative 100 years ago. So it's like that. I mean, it is a simple recipe, so, hey, you know, I can't imagine what it would have been like to be a mom back then, maybe raising 12 kids, and you know, kids always want to have a snack. So now it says to grease your pan with butter. So I'm doing it just like they would. I'm not using my spray oil, which you could. But I'm doing it like they had to do it back then. As close as possible, that is. They probably had a wood cook stove. I have the gas cook stove, so no wood cook stove for me. Now I'm going to grab a teaspoon, and that's a tablespoon. Here we go. Good old teaspoon. And we're just going to put little rounded teaspoons onto our baking sheet. You know, probably like that. And get your view down here a little bit better. We're just going to put little rounded teaspoons on there. You know, so they're a little bite size. That one might be a little bit bigger. We'll put that one over here. Like that. It didn't really say how big to make them, so, you know, it said to use a teaspoon, so I guess whatever bite size you want, right? And then we're just going to pop these in the oven. Once my oven gets to temperature, and I'm going to try and make them maybe a little bit smaller. Like so. And kind of like that. I don't know. Do we want cheese balls? You know, you can buy the cheese balls in the store. Maybe I'll do that, huh? I think that would be, they roll up really nice. Kind of like that. Yeah. Give them a little bit of shape. Imagine you don't have to do that, but I'm doing it. We'll see what happens, right? I've never made 100-year-old cheese balls in my life. So we're doing it together. And the oven still hasn't preheated to temperature yet, but once it does, they're going to go in the oven for 20 minutes. And it says to serve them with a salad. So, as soon as the oven is ready, I'll be ready, and I'll be right back. Okay, I actually put some more on another pan here, and I forgot to do one last thing. It says to sprinkle with a little grated cheese before they go in the oven. So we're just, I don't know how you're supposed to grate these little, put a little grated cheese. I don't want the cheese to burn on my pan either. So I'm just going to do my best to add a little bit of cheese on each one of them. And we'll see how that works out. Hey, if they could do it 100 years ago, I'm sure I can do it today. Okay. Actually, I'm going to take them out for a family gathering today. It's kind of a little snack for people. So, we'll find out. So there's the one pan. I'll go ahead and put the cheese on the other one as well. Because we are trying to recreate this from 100 years ago in 1921. Back in the Depression time, I would imagine, where they had to make do with what they had. And you have all the kids hollering, "I'm hungry, I want a snack." Well, that's what Mama had to do. she had to make up her own snacks for her youngin', and it's so much easier for us mamas today when it comes to being in the kitchen than what it was 100 years ago. I can't even imagine. I mean, she had to fire up the wood cooking stove, and I have a niece that actually uses a wood cooking stove to this day, and she loves it. Okay, and I would love using one too, but I don't think I would want to love using one every day, especially in the summertime when it is like maybe 90 to 100 degrees outside, and you gotta throw them in the wood cooking stove. Oh, wow. That must have been torture. So the oven is not quite ready to go in yet. So it's at 345 degrees. I need it up to 400. So I'm still waiting on it before I can throw them in. Hey, the oven is ready, so I'm going to put them in here. And I will be right back in 20 minutes to show you the end result of the 100-year-old cheese puffs. So make sure you stay tuned. Hey, and while you're at it, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. And I'd be happy to have you in our family of Nene's Kitchen here, doing our cooking and whatever else we do here. So, hey, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'll return. Okay, they have been in the oven for 20 minutes. And here is our little cheese puffs. Right there. How amazing is that? That 100 years ago, you know, they made these for a snack. And it says serve with a salad if you'd like. I think I would just sit around and have them for a little snack, you know. I mean, be perfect for that. Absolutely perfect for a little snack. Here's the bottom of mine. Let's take them off. And the cheese even didn't do too bad. I have a little bit on the tray that I can scrape off, but nothing too major. I went by the recipe, so... And this is what I got here out of one. If you want to double up, I'm sure you could. But there you have it. 100 years old cheese puffs. If you like the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe. And I hope everyone has a terrific day, and I'll see you next time. So, toodaloo.